Hey guys, welcome back to Posh Inc. Tiff TV, and this is video 6 of our sugar sensitivity series. This video is a little bit different. It's about getting the ball rolling on starting to do something. Sometimes it's really hard to start something new, or it feels like making the jump from not doing something to doing it is going to be a lot of work, or you don't really know how to do it. So this is a video, and I'm including it in this sugar sensitivity playlist because changing your diet, stopping drinking alcohol, removing sugar, and getting on a stable schedule is all really far away from probably where you are right now. And it's really hard to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that someday. I don't know when. I'm probably not going to start today because it's the holiday season and there's a lot of great holiday parties and I don't want to miss them and I'm going to feel really bad about it, or it's my friend's birthday and I really want to partake in all the activities and the festivities. And I went through that for a long time too, but at some point I just wanted a better life. It all started with wanting to want a better life. So this video is about taking the steps before you actually take the physical steps to get to where you want to go. Because it's a journey. This is before you book a trip, you think about booking the trip. And before you book the trip, you're thinking about how you want to book the trip, and then you're thinking about what all you need to do that. So there's a pre-action point, right? So this video is to help you with the pre-action. If you want to move towards curing or healing your mind, body, soul, spirit, doesn't need to be healed because it's already fine. But if you want to start the journey but you don't know how, this is where this video is supposed to help. So these are a list of things that I do when something comes into my mind that I either need to do or want to learn more about or want to do at some point. I don't know. But this is what I do. So I do affirmations. I exercise my willpower in other ways. So part of saying I want to do something and then doing it is using your willpower to do it. So if you exercise your willpower in other ways, in smaller ways, then you'll eventually build up to a point where you can start taking the larger steps, although they'll all be baby steps on the way. Just each next step is a bigger one. It's when you set a goal, you break it down into smaller goals. So this is by exercising your willpower. That's everything you want to do, just start doing it and finding a way to do it, and moving towards doing it is exercising willpower. That's it. Visualization. So I always envision what I think my life will be like if I were to take these steps, and I try to feel the feelings of it. Healing or energy clearing. So you can go to a healer, or you can just research it online or on YouTube. Just say clear negative energy. You can also do it with Palo Santo or sage, or what's that stuff called they use in Mexico? If you go to Tulum, it's everywhere. It's a resin. I don't remember what it's called right now, but you can use that. You can use essential oils and smells if that's what you like. Any way that you want to do it. You can visualize your energy clearing. So by combining energy clearing and visualization and exercising your willpower, you can clear your energy. For example, you can imagine that there's let's say a tube of light or a flashlight coming from the top of your head all the way down through your tailbone into the middle of the earth. And then you can focus on your heart. And then you can say you can then ask your higher self to clear you. And sometimes, back in the day, in order to do this, I would visualize. Do you a hand, literally a hand coming in through the top of my head with a cloth and cleaning all of the dirt from inside of my body or my chakras? That's a visualization that I would do until it was done cleaning. You can read self-improvement books and then take the action on them. Like, let's say you learn about how to, so at one point in my life, I learned how to talk to anybody in a room. And I would go into a room and like literally like work the room, and I'd have certain things set up to say to people and stories and stuff planned out. And that helped me overcome my fear of rejection and my inability to be in social, like especially big social groups, which used to give me anxiety. So that's part of self-improvement. The other one is watching. When you watch television and when you read books, they're fictional characters, but you witness how people deal with certain things and then you try it on. So I've talked about this in another video, maybe Jose, if you could link it, it's somewhere in this mix. But basically you watch, I'm just gonna like True Blood as an example. Sookie Stackhouse, I use this all the time. Like, she is a very courageous character. She has taught me how to deal with like anger and how to be a good friend and family member, because she is like really defensive about the people that are in her life. And even if it's like another friend that is causing pain to one of her other friends, she'll like yell at them and like tell them that they're wrong and like basically get upset and angry, and basically because it's done out of love. And part of that, I've learned how to deal with things that upset me, especially with my friend group, because sometimes we don't want to confront our friends, right? Even though they do something that's messed up. We're not judging them, but we're just letting them know that that's a boundary that they crossed and we don't like it. So she's a character that's really helped me figure out how to deal with things that are upsetting to me, with strangers and with friends. So yeah, read. What everybody watches TV, right? I think I'm the only like person that doesn't really watch TV. But even when you're watching TV, you can see how people deal with things. I analyze every character. Like, I take notes. I went through Gossip Girl not too long ago because it's one of my favorite TV shows. So I would say like Saved by the Bell, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Gossip Girl, and True Blood are like the best TV shows. But I learn how to either about love, or about romance, or about family, or about dealing with my emotions, or about taking leaps, how to deal with fear from the characters that I witness, how to be playful sometimes. Whatever I'm learning at the moment is what I try to focus on when I'm watching, so I can fully integrate things. And then when I'm out in the world, I try it on. So those are just some steps and tips on how you can start to take action on things, or start to move in the right direction. For example, you could just take it one step at a time. So for the affirmations and the exercising willpower, you can just like command and try to say like, hey universe, I'm exercising my willpower. I want to start cutting sugar out of my diet. I want to start cutting alcohol out of my diet. As soon as you just start saying that, it makes it easier to take action on it. So I also heard of a spiritual teacher named Matt Kahn. He told somebody who wanted to stop smoking cigarettes, every time you smoke a cigarette, say, this is for the best, highest good of my body. And the person was like, every time he smoked a cigarette, he would do that. And all of a sudden, he just stopped smoking because his words weren't aligned with his actions. And so by just commanding your willpower and just commanding your words, you'll start to align with the things that you want to take action on. But it has to start somewhere, and that's what I mean, like starting really small. Even if you just affirm, even if you just practice your willpower by saying, I'm getting up now, and then you get up. You know, like just little muscle movements like that, along with your intention, will really help you get from point A to point B, even though there's like this whole pre-planning section that you need to still get to point A to get to point B. But I hope that helped. Please, if you have any tips and tricks on getting moving on things that you want to do, please leave them in the comments section below. I would love to hear about them. And thank you so much for watching. I'm sure that I'm going to be adding more videos to this sugar sensitivity playlist. The more I learn, the more I go through my journey. And I hope it just helps helps you guys out a lot. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and to hit the little bell so you know when we post content. Thank you so much, and talk to you guys soon.